this is Lemon My Spaghetti with Sarah Herkes. Tonight we're going to be making lemon spaghetti for dinner. Essentially, lemon spaghetti is just a really great recipe that is really quick to make and can go with so many different things. So it's from one of my favorite chefs, Giada De Laurentiis. You can tell I definitely use this quite a bit, and it's just a lot of fun to go through her cookbook and find some great things to make every night for dinner. So with the lemon spaghetti recipe, you're going to need 2/3 of a cup of extra virgin olive oil. Make sure it's the good stuff. You're going to need 2/3 of a cup of Parmesan cheese. I really like to get the shredded, grated works as well. You're also going to need 1/2 cup of lemon juice. So you're definitely going to want to get some lemons, which comes out to about actually 2 lemons. And then 3/4 teaspoon of salt, 1/2 teaspoon of black pepper. You're going to want some dried pasta. Of course, we're making spaghetti. And then 1/2 cup of chopped basil. Last thing, tablespoon of lemon zest. So make sure you zest those lemons before you juice them. Okay, so I've already measured out my Parmesan cheese. And I've already zested my lemon. Definitely something you want to do before cutting it and juicing it. Now I need to actually juice my lemon. This can be a little bit of difficulty, especially with the seeds, so I highly recommend that you have one of these great little zester gadgets. So basically, you put the lemon in here, always have a bowl, and you juice. And the juice goes everywhere. So the other tricky thing when you're making lemon spaghetti is the basil. So basil leaves, they can be a little bit of a difficulty to actually cut, so you'll just want to roll them up into a cigar kind of shape, right like that. And then you'll want to take your knife, be careful, and you're going to just want to slice it so that you get little slices like this. Woo! Now that you've prepped all of the ingredients, you actually want to start cooking. So we're going to start cooking the pasta. You always want to make sure that you flavor the water. So I have about a handful of salt. Toss it in the pot and bring your water to a boil. So a note about pasta. The actual recipe calls for dried pasta, but if you feel so inclined, you can definitely use fresh. I made this afternoon. Just make sure that you have the right amount if you make fresh pasta, but obviously fresh is always better, but dried is always easier. So when your waters come to a boil, pretty telltale sign is some steam coming out of the pot, you'll want to add your spaghetti. Now, if you're doing dried pasta, it's usually about 8 minutes. Definitely pay attention to the instructions on the back of the package. When it's fresh pasta, it usually only takes 4 or 5. While your pasta is boiling, you're going to want to make the sauce for the noodles. So you're going to add your lemon juice and some salt and pepper. You always want to well season your food. And freshly ground pepper always tastes the best. So then you're definitely going to need a whisk. Now while you're whisking, you're going to add the olive oil, and this helps to really incorporate it into the dressing. When your timer has gone off and your noodles are done, you're then going to want to drain them out of the water. You usually want to try one of the noodles to make sure it's al dente, or you could always throw it up against a wall, see if it sticks. Add it to the dressing you've made. Oh, hi, I didn't see you there. So when you're trying to make your lemon spaghetti into a more well-rounded meal, you're going to want to look at a veggie and usually a protein. So let's look. It looks like we have some great broccoli that we could roast up and put with the lemon spaghetti. We also have some great chicken. You can roast up some chicken breasts and put it with the lemon spaghetti, and then you have a full meal. Well, thank you for joining me this evening. No matter what you want to pair your lemon spaghetti with, if it be a caprese salad, grilled chicken, broccoli, anything you might find in your refrigerator, just make sure that you always share the meal with somebody that you love.